I'm your host, Kelly Morgan, indie author and indie publisher. Welcome to another episode of The Author's Mic. Welcome to today's episode.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Author's Mic. Today, I thought we would talk about book clubs. Now, I wanted to talk about them not just as a reader, but as an author. I have found that book clubs are extremely powerful. You know what? They read together, they discuss together, they recommend together, and they review together. And um, when your book lands in the hands of that book club, it just doesn't get read. It gets talked about, you guys. And that conversation can lead to real reviews. It can lead to real referrals, and it can lead to loyal readers. And you know what? It can lead to long-term visibility. And here's something important. Many book clubs would love the opportunity to talk directly with the author. Think about it. They would love to be able to ask questions about the characters, unpack the characters, understand your writing process, tell you what they loved or what they didn't love. That type of access creates real connection. So here's the real part. Getting your book in front of a book club takes intention. Some book clubs vote on their selections and they take it incredibly serious. Some have a rotating curator, right? Where they just have a list of books that they've already chosen and they just rotate those books through the year. Some are silent book clubs. Some book clubs meet online, some book clubs meet in person. And if you're going to approach any of them, you need to be prepared. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you have a media kit? Do you have discussions that are discussion questions that are ready for the club? Are you willing to do a virtual Q&A? Do you have ARCs available? Do you know how to introduce your book clearly and professionally? And when you reach out, what happens next? Or how are you going to follow up? And if so, how often? Here's another question. Are you tracking their responses? I ask all of these questions because all of these things take time. And you know what, y'all? Time is currency. And you know what else is currency? Your book. Time and your book should be treated as currency. So when you are approaching book clubs, it should be strategic and it should be intentional because time wasted, it matters, and energy matters, right? Who wants to waste time and who wants to waste energy? So you have to come correct and you have to come prepared. So you can absolutely do all of this by yourself. You can go out and do the research. You can go to the local library. You can research book clubs online. You can connect with bookstores. You can find book clubs pretty much everywhere. I found them on Event. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram, TikTok. Book clubs are alive and well. And yes, you can find them. You can reach out to them. You can do all of that. But like I said, this is the part that becomes time consuming because you got to find the right ones. You got to find the book club that aligns with your book. You got to find the book club that's interested in reading your book. Then you've got to make the introduction. And trust me, first impressions mean everything, right? And then you have to be willing to follow up. And you have to follow up consistently and in a timely manner. Can you do this all yourself? 100%. Can you reach out and align and find the right book clubs and get your book to that book club and have that book club read your book? The answer to all of those questions is 100% yes. However, this is where TrustBridge comes in. TrustBridge, y'all, is my curated introduction service where I will introduce you to book clubs that are in my curated directory. Book clubs that I've reached out to, book clubs that I've established a relationship with, book clubs who want to support indie authors. I've already done the hard work. I've reached out and I've built the relationship with the book clubs who are willing to consider indie authors' work. And if you join TrustBridge, I make those introductions for you. And every package includes a media kit, a professionally created media kit, so that you're not scrambling when the opportunity shows up. And guess what? If you do purchase TrustBridge, you get to keep that media kit. That is yours. You can use it how and whenever you'd like. And guess what, you guys? We also, Bright-Headed Publishing has a book club. It's called the IRS, and we are also a part of TrustBridge. And so we would love to be introduced to authors who work aligns. And guess what? To even put your book in front of the IRS, you can just go hit the website and do it and not even pay for TrustBridge. But if you want to be introduced to many, many other book clubs, that's where TrustBridge comes in. So if you want to learn more, go to brightheadedpublishing.com and click the link that says TrustBridge for authors. You can also use the coupon code WORTHY25, WORTHY 25, and get 25%, get $25 off of any service. Y'all, book clubs are community, and community is a way that you build visibility. And visibility can get you to your long-term goal of having that community, having those loyal readers, and selling books, because that's what it's all about. I think that we all write books in hopes that somebody's going to pick up that book, read that book, love that book, talk about that book, and then pass it on to the masses. That is what book clubs can do for you. And like I said, you can absolutely do it yourself. But if you're interested, I've already done the work for you. I am happy to introduce you to my new service, which is TrustBridge. All right, let me give you my laundry list of things before I let you go. If you are a creative in this space and you'd like to become a part of the Author's Mic, come and do it. All you got to do is go to the website, go to the Be a Guest tab, and boom, you are a guest. It is that easy. If you're on your writing journey, I have a free guide on my website. It's called So You Want to Write a Book. It's 44 pages of really great info. Now, the great thing is that I've turned it into a flip book, which is really nice. And then it's also a PDF that you can download. Go get it. Start your indie journey. It is 100% free. If you are interested in supporting me as an author, I have 2 books out there. Wait for It, which is also an audiobook, and You Sound White, which is just print. I do sell them myself. I'm happy to ship them to you at no charge. I've got some free goodies for you. I'll sign them. But guess what? You can go get them wherever good books are sold if you choose to support me as an author. Lastly, as I mentioned, this whole episode was about book clubs. Guess what, you guys? Bright-Headed Publishing, we have a book club. It's called the Indie Reader Society. This is a 2-part ask. Number 1, you can join us as a reader. So if you are interested in supporting indie authors, my goal for 2026 is to grow this book club as big as we can get it, because guess what? We only support indie authors. So, whoever book we choose to read, that's huge and impactful for that author. Number 2, you can pitch us as an author. All the information's on the website. You don't even have to use TrustBridge to pitch the IRS. However, if you want to be introduced to a plethora of book clubs, TrustBridge is your path to that. All right, y'all. I just wanted to talk about book clubs, how they build community, and how they can really get you the reach and visibility that you are looking for as an author. I will catch you guys next Wednesday. Go out and make it a great day, because I know I'm going to, and we'll catch you next time.